Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more X-Plane 11. Howdy folks, and we are back with some more X-Plane 11, and I'm thinking that this episode should probably be more aptly called Bamboo Island Part 2, because Stefan Schroen has done it again. This is the second iteration of his beautiful islands just off the coast of Thailand, and this series is called Poda. Now, Poda is a series of islands that we're going to be taking a look at in this bad boy right here. And we're going to start with this island here, which you may notice has some elements that may look familiar to you. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to my good buddy Sérgio at Helisimmer for creating the livery for this helicopter. I will remind you this helicopter is the Dreamfoil Creations S300CBi. It does not work 100% well with X-Plane 11. It still needs to be updated, but it will work fine enough for our little tour tonight. Okay, so as you can see, Gretchen is over there and she's given us clearance to take off, and of course I will be flying around all of these islands, so we've got a lot to show you tonight. Alrighty, Gretchen, you hold things down here and we are gonna get going. I gotta say that Stefan has done, as usual, an amazing job with this scenery. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is my private island, the BelGeode island with the BelGeode radio station on it. So we'll swing around here. And there we go. You can see we've got some bungalows over there. Appears to be a couple of ladies on the porch of that one bungalow. We'll try not to disturb them too much. But as you can see, he's even got the hat down pat. So there's a hat on my landing pad there. And there is, of course, a hat on the actual radio station studio. Now, I've taken the liberty of modifying my version because I was basically helping him out throughout his development process. So the version that you get when you download this, which by the way is for free, will not have all of the things that I have, or most notably, it will not have all the gorgeous ladies that I have. And of course, we have to have a redhead in the corner there. I'm guessing she's not too fond of the sun, so she's hanging out under the stairs there. If you look really closely, you've got a gentleman that more than likely is supposed to represent me in the water. And there's another redhead coming up to me in the water, which we can only assume is Allie. That's so awesome. So yeah, when I first saw that Stefan was working on this, I had no idea that he was going to incorporate the BelGeode brand into the radio station. But needless to say, I am tickled pink that he actually chose to honor me in that manner by adding my own logo and my own radio station. I told him I needed more redheads in there, so I had to fix that, and I most certainly did. But wait, there's more. You'll notice that there's another little antenna here and a satellite dish and all these rocks. Now folks, I found out that these rocks are actually hard surfaces, so if I wanted to, I could climb on the top of that one and land. I'm not going to, but it's cool to know that I could do that, and it's the same for just about all the rocks here. So this being a helicopter pilot's paradise, yeah, you're definitely going to want to try your hand at landing on top of some of those rocks. I don't recommend the ones with the moss, and if you're planning on landing on my island, you better get clearance from Gretchen first before even thinking about it. Alright, but that's the BelGeode island, so we're going to head all over the place and check out some of the others. And I think I'm going to start with this one here, which has the seaplane base. Now, I don't know all the names of these islands. I don't think he's given them names, but suffice to say, everything has, like, its own certain qualities to it. So we're going to hop down to this island here, and we'll see what we have on this one. Okay, from afar, it looks like we've got some flowers here. So I guess this is like the garden and camping island. You can see there's a whole bunch of tents set up, as well as some boats for people to get to and from the island, although I'm sure they can probably also use the seaplanes. And will you look at that? There's actually some kids hanging out in the flowers. Actually, there's a whole family here. That is pretty neat. Okay, well, we're going to kick up a little bit of dust here, so hopefully they'll forgive me. But I really want to see everything that's going on here. So yeah, we've got like a father and daughter, a mother and son. We've got 3 little kids hiding there, and what I can only assume is probably a bigger brother here. That is really cool. There's a little campfire over there by the tents. And it appears that one of the seaplanes coming in. I'm sure that's probably the seaplane for these guys to get them off the island once they're done with their little vacation. That is really neat. Of course, since I'm in VR, I could get out of the helicopter and just kind of walk around the area and teleport myself around, but I'm not going to do that because, like I said, I've got a lot of stuff to show you here. Alright, so we'll leave these guys alone. We'll kick up a little bit more dust on our way out, and we'll try to minimize the effect of our dust. There we go. Alright, cool beans. Okay, so before I head to the island just behind us here, I want to head down to this island, or actually this couple of islands that are sitting right down there. I should add that a lot of the 3D models that you're seeing there are things that he designed. So we've got like a little Chinese boat there. I guess they call that a junk. There's a couple of those. There's one there. Looks like it's heading to my island. And there's another one over on this island here, which from my understanding has a helicopter flying school. So we're going to have to check that out, because I'm sure I could use some remedial lessons here. Wobbling all over the skies. Alright, so let's set up our approach and we'll check it out. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Helisimmer was here. Sérgio, I can't get away from you. No matter where I go, there you are. That's awesome. So this apparently is Walsh's flying school, and I don't know who Walsh is, but I'm guessing that's probably one or maybe a couple of his instructor pilots. I'm assuming it's a he. I don't know. For all I know, Walsh could be a she. But yeah, we got a couple of pilots there. I guess they're waiting for their next students to probably come here by boat. Or maybe by helicopter. Who knows? Who knows? But that is really cool. I love the little shout out to Helisimmer there. That's awesome. I'm sure Sérgio loves that. Alright, let's see what we've got on the other side of this island here. I should probably check the windsock as I take off, but it's behind me and I don't feel like craning my neck around, so we'll just take off in this direction. See you later, ladies. Good luck with your trainings. Wow. Yeah, I'm just constantly amazed at the stuff that Stefan comes up with. And from my understanding, he's nowhere close to being done. He has plans on doing even more around the Thailand region. So don't be too surprised if there is a part 3 to this whole scenery package. It is my hope that eventually he will just consolidate all of this together. But you know what? I'm not going to make too many demands on the man because he's giving all of this to us for free. And like I said, especially for helicopter pilots and seaplane pilots, this is like a helicopter and seaplane paradise. It really doesn't get much better than this. Alright, we're going to fly to the island directly ahead, just past the seaplane base there. So I'm going to go to the outside view real quick, and we'll check in once we overfly the island. Okay, so here we are at the 3rd island in our little tour. Looks like we've got some more flowers down there. I think I see some people. It is so cool how he's able to blend all of this stuff together. I think that is neat. And I see a windsock, so wherever there's a windsock, there's got to be a landing spot. I want to check out back here first. So we're going to kick up some more dust in people's faces because we are beach bullies. Actually, I'll try to stay high enough so it doesn't create that much dust. That's the other bad thing about the dust, is it does tend to rob my FPS. Hopefully when the new particle system comes out with X-Plane 11.30, that should alleviate any problems that we've had with FPS loss due to particle systems. I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, we got some more folks there in the garden. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe they're scientists or botanists. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna get out of their way here, because obviously I'm gonna annoy them really quickly with this dust. But I'm kind of curious to see if there's a helipad over here. I believe there is, but I'll be honest with you folks, in the time that I've had this before it came out, I've actually spent most of my time on my island. Who can blame me, all those beautiful women? Aha, yes, we do have what appears to be a little seaplane base. Looks like some passengers over there waiting for a helicopter ride. Don't even think about it, folks. This is not your helicopter ride. Alright, windsock says we need to be landing in this direction. So we're going to set her down for a second. Take a quick look outside, and then we'll hop back in and fly around. The other thing that I really love about this scenery, because you've got helipads like this one just randomly placed in areas where you've got to like take extra care, it really makes you get on your A game as far as flying this thing and landing it. You can, of course, bring bigger helicopters here, like I've seen people flying around with like the Bell 407 or the Bell 412. I actually did try the Osprey. I don't recommend trying the Osprey. It's a little too big for these helipads. But here you go, we got some people there. And let's go outside really quick and kind of scope out the island. Okay, and we're back inside, and I just noticed there's some kind of a cave or something there. I wonder if that's where those students were trapped. The Navy SEALs were able to get them out, though. Alright, let's see. We still have plenty of islands to take a look at here. So there's my island there. We checked out the other one that's got the gardens. Checked out Sérgio's island, or the Helisimmer island. And then we've checked out this one. So let me see. We have a very big island behind us with what appears to be a moored boat. Yeah, that's going to be our next stop. All right, let's go airborne. All right, now this, I believe, is the pièce de résistance. Look at that. That is quite possibly one of the most detailed boat models, or sailing ship models, I should say, that I have ever seen in X-Plane 11. Dang, let's see if I can, like, pirouette around it here so we can take a look at it. That is too cool. That is really amazing. Wow. And I believe this was a last-minute addition to the entire scenery package, but it was well worth the wait. I remember when I was a kid, an uncle of mine used to have model ships that he built, sailing vessels. And yeah, this is the kind of quality that he used to put in his, except I'm seeing this virtually. That is awesome. Well done, Stefan. All right. We're going to check out the big island here in a second. And of course, I do see that other island that has the golden Buddha at the top, so we'll probably check that out afterwards. But for now, let's do a quick lap around this island here and see if we've got a place to set down. Okay, it looks like we've got some kind of bay here. I'm seeing seaplanes, I'm seeing boats. You may have noticed some of the seaplanes flying around the area. They do come down for low-level passes in this area. So if we're lucky, we might get to see one in our travels. There's another fishing boat over there. And I'm just going to swing us around this way, try to avoid any large rocks. There's a big cargo shipping vessel there. And I will remind you that this scenery add-on does require a number of libraries, including Mr. X6's HD trees, which is what you're looking at there on that hill. Also, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have the CDB library by Cami DeBellis. That is where I got all of the amazing and beautiful people that are currently on my island, and that's where Stefan got all the rest of people for all of the other islands. And incidentally, if Cami is watching this, I have a small request. I would love to see some more redheads. More red-headed females, please. I don't care if they're in bikinis or business wear. We need more gingers. So if you could do that for me, that would be awesome. Thanks. Alright, here's a helipad here. Windsock says we need to come in this way. Looks like there's a couple people waiting for me. I keep telling these people, I am not your ride. I may be a virtual tour guide, but I'm not your virtual tour guide. Alright, let's see if I can bring this thing over the rocks here. We'll plop her down in the center of the H. There's really not that much wind today, but there's enough that it could cause a problem if it starts gusting. Look at this lady cheering us on here. We are not your ride, lady. How many times I gotta say it? Alright, but there we go. It looks like they do have facilities here. I'm seeing what appears to be a gas tank. It's pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what these things are, though. This almost reminds me of something out of Skyrim or some other fantasy game. Maybe if we hit all 3 buttons, we get an extra life? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, but pretty cool place. Let's go outside the helicopter for a second and check it out. Okay, so that was definitely an awesome view. Huh. Alright, so that big, huge island over there with the Buddha has been taunting me, so I think it's time for us to go and check it out. What do you say, folks? Alright, let's go airborne again. And we'll see if we can make it over these rocks. Now that does look like it is a good ways up, so we're probably going to need to gain both airspeed and altitude. So let me see if I can gain some airspeed here. Oh, I don't know if I gave you the opportunity to see the little redhead on a dash. She's awesome. I'm not sure where Sérgio got her from, but hey, she looks cool. She almost looks like Allie. Almost. Okay, so my objective is to make it up to that Buddha because I want to get a closer look at it. I know there's scaffolding around, and I've been told you cannot land on the scaffolding. That may change at some point in time if enough people are trying to land on the scaffolding. He might just make them solid for us. But I'm not going to hold my breath. I would rather test my hovering skills, as they were. So we'll see if we can climb up. We're at, what, about 450 right now. Oh boy, this is gonna get good. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the outside view while we do this. Man, that is just impressive. I can't even imagine how long it took for him to come up with the 3D artwork that we're looking at right here, but it is indeed just that, a work of art. That's phenomenal. I'll have to come here in the sunset or in the sunrise and check this thing out with the natural light shining on it there. I just know that looks amazing. Wow. Alright, looks like we've got a few more islands. So we've got one island there, we've got another island there, which from my understanding is actually a part of the Bamboo Islands package and not a part of the Poda package. But we're going to visit it anyway. Incidentally, Bamboo Island is off in that direction. I'll show it to you when we get back close to my island. But for now, let's see if we can hit the deck. And then we'll check out the rest of this large Buddha island here, as I'm calling it. So I'm going to chop our collective. And here we go. Hold on to your shorts, folks. Try not to do any negative G maneuvers with this thing, because that would be bad. Next thing you know, we end up in a mast bumping situation. That can get fatal, let me just tell you. Alright, let's swing her around. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we've got some kind of a little resort over here, so we'll swing past that. And I know I saw a village on the other side with another helipad, so we'll try to land there. Let's just go past these guys first. And there appears to be another aircraft up there. I'm not quite sure what type that is. Can't really see it that well from here. But there we go. We got another village. Looks like some people on the beach. Nice CDB people. Gotta love it. Awesome stuff. Alright, I'm going to go around this tree island here. And we're going to swing to the left past these rocks, I believe is where I saw the helipad. You can see the seaplane off in the distance. As I explained earlier, you can bring a seaplane into this. There are a number of places where you can basically pull up the shore. And especially if you're using VR, don't forget that you can teleport all over the place. And that just makes for a fun experience. And that's the kind of thing that I really look for when I look for any kind of scenery, whether it be freeware like this or even payware. I want to know that there's multiple things that I can do. I want to know that there's places that I can explore. You may have seen in our travels a shark in the water. There's actually a couple of sharks in the water. In fact, there's one dude in mortal peril. Directly ahead, you'll see some dolphins, some pods of dolphins. So there's like all kinds of things that there are to see in this scenery. It's just incredible. You could take hours just trying to find all the little Easter eggs that Stefan has put in this thing. And like I said, that is the sort of thing that I look for when I look for a scenery package. I want to know that I can spend a great deal of time here. Since I'm not one of those commercial aviation types that will basically just go from point to point. Whoa, yeah, that was a lousy landing. But yeah, I want to know that when I get a piece of scenery that I can just explore every square inch of it. And you can definitely do that with this scenery. I wasn't kidding, folks. Stefan has outdone himself with this one. Those dolphins in VR just look so real. Look at that, synchronized jumping. I love it. I love it. Alright, let's check out the other two islands, and I think that should be it for the little archipelago here, and then we can head back to my island, which you can see over there. Bamboo Island is probably about 10 or so miles away from here, so that's the other three islands. We won't be visiting that in this journey because you've already seen them. But we will check out some of the other islands that are supposed to be a part of Bamboo Islands, but we didn't get to them because honestly, when I did that video, I had no idea they even existed. He only told me about them after the fact. Got some more fishing traps here, or I guess these might be lobster traps. It's pretty cool stuff. Alright, so that's our first island that we're going to take a look at. So let's go to the outside view. and we'll do our approach into this island, see if we can find a place to land. Hey girl, what's up girl? I'm not really like that, folks, but I have to do that every now and then. Alright, so let's see what we've got on this island here, aside from a couple of lovely caramel chocolate women. Woo! That was a rough one. Dang. Man, I'm just dropping this thing all over the place. My apologies to those of you who are probably cringing in your seat at my landings right now. But hey, I've got floats. I'm good. Alright, so yeah, we got some more ducks here. Stefan apparently loves birds because I don't know if you noticed back on my island, but there's a lady there that's about to be attacked by some geese. And we've got some ducks kind of chilling here over by this little waterfall. It seems like whenever he can take the opportunity to add some birds to his scenery, he most definitely does. And you know what? I can appreciate that. I like wildlife. Alright, so let's see if we can take off without knocking over Tamika over there. Actually, I might need to rotate us around. This is going to be tight quarters here. Alright, Tamika, you might want to get out of the way there, baby girl. Okay, we're good. Alright, so the last island that we're going to check out is that one directly ahead, which is one of the ones that's included with Bamboo Island and not with Poda Island. But needless to say, if you're going to get one, you're definitely going to want to get the other because all of these islands put together are paradise. And then we've got mainland Thailand off in the distance. I think, if I remember correctly, he did say he was probably going to do some portions of mainland Thailand in the next one, in addition to additional islands in this area. We'll have to wait and see what he has in store for us, but whatever it is, I can guarantee you it's going to be pretty good. So far, he has not let me down at all. Okay, so as we're approaching this island, it looks like we've got a building suspended here. Let's see if we can slow down real quick. Whoa, baby. Whoa. There we go. So what is this? Maps to explain. Huh, that's cool. I'm guessing that's another person that he kind of incorporated into the scenery. That's pretty neat. I'm not sure that I would live there, but it certainly does look pretty cool. I love the little water drum off to the side there to make sure you've got potable water. But this, on the other hand, holy crap, who in their right mind would put a helipad all the way up there? Well, folks, you know what has to be done. I have to try landing on it. And let's hope that I don't do a hack job on this landing here. Alright, let's drop her down. Actually, this helipad looks like it might be big enough for the Osprey. It's a shame we didn't bring it. Alright, there we go. Right there should do the trick. Whoa, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang, I better check my tail rotor on that one. Nope, still spinning. Whew. Man, I am doing a mess of a job with these landings here. That is craziness. Okay, well, we only have one more stop to go, and you can see it way off in the distance. That is, of course, BelGeode Island, where we started this whole tour. So let me get us over there, and that way I can call this episode done. Incidentally, if you're looking off in this direction, you will see way over there, that's the Bamboo Island scenery. So that's how close these two areas are. Alright, let's get airborne for our final leg, and we'll make sure we get clearance from Gretchen to land. We'll set her down on good old BelGeode Island. Actually, I think maybe I should call it Ginger Island in honor of all the redheads. Okay, so through the magic of editing, we're going to shorten this trip a little bit. And we'll be right back when we're on final approach. Alrighty, folks, we are approaching our final destination, which is my home island. So we did get clearance from Gretchen, and we basically have to just come in without hitting her. I think I can manage that. Or at least, I hope I can manage that, because if I can't manage that, Gretchen will kill me. Alright, so let's see if we can bring our bird down. We'll take one more pass by the beach. And we'll swing around the other side. So yeah, huge thanks to Stefan for honoring me in such a manner by including me in his scenery. That is probably the coolest thing that I have seen all year. So thank you so much for that. And I don't mind spreading the word. Be sure to check out his sceneries. Remember, they are 100% freeware. You will need a few libraries, so be sure to read all the text that comes with it to figure out exactly which libraries you're going to need. But they are very much worth it. So I highly, highly recommend you pick this thing up immediately, if not sooner. Alright, so there's Gretchen, and Windsock says the wind's blowing in the opposite direction, so yeah, we're gonna have to get creative with our landing here. Try not to hit those trees in the back. Or my station manager. Alright, right there should be good. We'll set her down on the good old purple hat. Just like that. Alrighty, folks. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed my little virtual tour of Poda Islands and the remaining portion of Bamboo Islands. All of this is by Stefan Schroen, who goes by the handle of Monoblau on the forums. So if you have not had the opportunity yet, definitely pick this one up. The link is, of course, in the video description below for both portions of the islands. Make sure you get them both and use them together. Don't forget that mine has been modified, so unfortunately your version will not have Gretchen standing there. But needless to say, your version is still chock full of goodness for you to see. Make sure you explore everything and take lots of pictures for me. Alright, but that'll do it for us this evening, so thank you as always for watching. This has been BelGeode, and what is going on over there with those two ladies? I think that's Roberta and Juliet. Huh, if I didn't know any better, I'd say they were topless. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to be a peeping Tom. Thank you for watching. This has been BelGeode. I have been flying in X-Plane 11, flying around Poda Islands and Bamboo Islands. And our chariot for today has been the Schweizer S300CBi by Dreamfoil Creations with the awesome livery created by Sérgio from Helisimmer. So thank you to both. If you enjoy what you've seen, please feel free to give me a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Alrighty, folks, I will catch you on the next one where we will go somewhere else in the world. Ciao!